6 habits that home sellers make if they want to be productive. It's so simple to sell a house. And I say it, anyone can do it. There's a big difference between doing it and being successful at it. And some of the things that our sellers do that make themselves productive are super simple concepts. The first one, of course, is hiring the right real estate agent. And I know this is key, but the right real estate agent isn't always the person that's going to sell the house for the most money. It's actually the person that's going to tell the seller what they need to hear versus what they want to hear. The right real estate agent is going to give advice the way that the property needs to be presented. That leads to the second one, which is preparing the home for sale. So many sellers focus on as is sale, as we've had in the last couple of years, the luxury of understanding that buyers are willing to accept a property. But even with as is sales, I'm a huge proponent that the seller that makes improvements, preparing the house for the market, is the one that finds success. If you've owned your house for 27 years, like our client Jackie Benjamin, and you fail to understand that, by the way, we need to clean and maybe paint the house that hasn't been painted in 17 years, it might be a good idea because it's going to attract the buyers to see the value that the seller also understands. So preparing the house is as important as anything else, which then of course leads to not overpricing. This is the most painful one ever, because talking to sellers about not overpricing is so difficult. It's kind of like talking to a 5-year-old about not eating the sugar, right? Everyone wants to maximize their value, but I've got a secret for you. Pricing the property correctly in today's market here in Maryland is going to result in multiple offers, which is going to drive your value as high as possible. I promise you, we've seen it happen so many times where we price the property appropriately and we've gone $10, $20, $30, $40, and even in some cases $60,000, $65,000 over our price, which was way over the market value. And by the way, we challenge that when the appraisal comes along too, don't forget. Because a good agent is here to educate you of the value of pricing. And overpricing is a huge hurdle that so many sellers miss. Now, when sellers have done some maybe good things and maybe bad things, a huge problem that we've seen with sellers in our market is the closed-mindedness or the short-sightedness of sellers during negotiations. Buyers will present kind of weird things from time to time. They'll present things that they need, like closing cost help, or hey, by the way, fix the rickety fence in the backyard. And sellers become closed-minded, saying, I'm not doing that, or I'm not providing this. We fail to understand that this might be a necessity for the seller to ultimately get their goal. And where we are as a real estate team and as a professional myself, I focus on achieving the goal of the seller. And that's the most important thing. Sellers being open-minded and understanding that that's my focus can make a big difference. It can really make or break a transaction. And we've seen that even as recent as a month ago when our client lost a buyer the week of settlement because she was so close-minded to negotiations. It was a huge challenge. And the last two, they kind of run hand in hand, but the last two are being flexible in showing times. And while we know that you have kids and pets and work and all the other things that are going on in your life, being flexible helps the buyer see your house in the light that they want. The buyer is also working. They also have kids. They also have the other things. And so they're taking the time out of their day to show your property. They wouldn't be wasting their time. They certainly don't want to waste yours. It's being flexible that can help a seller accomplish their goals. And the last one, this is a big one, and we kind of itemized it in the way that we don't want to leave pets, but oh my God, please do not leave your underwear on the floor, which by the way happens all the time. I don't understand it, although I guess my wife would probably say differently. Don't leave your underwear on the floor. Clients want to see themselves living in their home. They don't want to see your raggedy-taggedy stuff living in their home. Ultimately, clean up, spruce up, maybe light a candle, get the pets out of the home, make it feel as warming and welcoming as possible for the clients to feel like they can make it their next home. If you guys have any questions, you can always reference PM, DM, or subscribe to the link below if you haven't already, and we'll talk to you real soon. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. For more information on the housing market, Real Estate 101, how you can leverage your position in today's market, and so much more, click on the link below. If you like this video or have a burning real estate question you'd like us to answer, leave us a comment and let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode, and we'll see you again real soon.